impact of property taxes. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Pennsylvania State Representative Will Tallman. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure as always.
Let's talk a little bit about the impact of property taxes on your constituents. Property taxes are broken down into different components. There's the school portion, the local portion, the county portion. What are you hearing from your constituents?
Well, number one, it's like the number one issue, particularly for South Central Pennsylvania property owners. And about 70% of the property tax is for schools, and then the rest, 30%, is divided up between your counties and local governments.
And you say number one issue, why so?
Because property tax has been increasing very rapidly for us here in the south central part of the state, and in my two counties, York and Adams counties, it's been a huge issue, and particularly the school side, because they've been increasing so rapidly in the last 5 to 10 years. So it is a huge issue, because if you are living, particularly a retired person on a fixed income, those property taxes are raising at a significant rate, and you are not able to keep pace with that, and I could see you losing your home. So actually, because of property taxes, you actually aren't the owner of your home. You're like a renter.
And let's focus on House Bill 76, and this is something that you actually support, and it would eliminate that school portion of the property tax, not the local or the county portion.
Yeah, that's correct. House Bill 76, which is a rewrite of House Bill 1776 of last session, is another attempt to eliminate the school portion of our property tax. And I think it actually stands a better chance this session than it did last session, because our numbers, because we had issues with what the actual numbers were last session, and those numbers have been shown to be a little bit better under House Bill 76 than the previous version, 1776. So I think it's going to have much broader support, and as indicated by the number of co-sponsors.
And let's focus on what this would actually do. If you eliminate the school portion of the property tax, what then do you put in as a funding mechanism to fund education?
Well, there's two funding mechanisms in House Bill 76. First one is we're going to increase the sales tax by 1%, and then eliminate some of the deductions that we currently have in Pennsylvania. Then the other thing is that we're going to take our income tax from 3.07 to I think it's 4.34%. So you'll see an increase in the sales tax, and you'll see an increase in the local earned income tax, or your local state income tax. So those two funding sources, which we think, especially the income tax part of it, will be relatively stable, similar to what property tax is. So I think we can fund our school districts through that.
And there had been concern, though, that the increase in the personal income tax and the sales tax would not be enough to make up the difference in eliminating the property tax, the school portion of it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying House Bill 76 has some better numbers than what House Bill 1776 had. So that's why, I think it has much better chance of making it out of the House this session than what 1776 did last session. So it has a much better, more of a positive impact.
And where does this stand right now, this legislation?
It was just introduced this past week, and so it will be in the committee, and I believe it went to finance, and so we need to get it out of committee and then to the full House and go through that legislative process.
Thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
We've been talking with Pennsylvania State Representative Will Tallman. I'm Jill Horner.